not that this is a great comparison, but similar to Vancouver in a way, where you look at that Canucks roster and you're like, Pettersson, electric. Quinn Hughes, captain now, electric. Thatcher Demko should be really, really good. And you're like, okay, you've said this before. They have all the pillars. It's everything around there that just always seems to crumble for the Canucks.
Okay, so let's unpack everything that you just said. So everything that could go wrong for the Canucks has gone wrong. We acknowledge, right?
Sure.
That's probably going to change at some point.
You know, do you believe in curses?
I mean, people say like, oh, the Leafs are going to leave
Yeah.
in the playoffs. And I guess that could be the case.
Yeah.
But they've also changed the pieces around the Canucks. Like the biggest thing for me looking at that team was last year they were asking defensemen that were young and inexperienced to bite off way more than they could chew. We're talking about fringe NHLers being put in 4, 5, 6 defensive roles.
Yeah.
This year, you're going to have Philip Hronek for a whole season. You signed Carson Soucy. You added Ian Cole. All of a sudden, 1 to 6, you're like, oh, damn, that's pretty good.
It's okay. Yeah.
Thatcher Demko, healthy, completely healthy. Talked to him as part of our training camp tour. He said that he completely tore his groin last season.
Gross.
Yeah, gross. Look at his numbers through his whole career. You can almost directly correlate any downturn in his game with an injury. He played at an 883 for the first chunk of the season, came back, and from March 2nd until the end of the year, 920.
It's good. Mm-hmm. Well, it's really good.
Adding Casey DeSmith is a pretty good move, too. Having a goalie like Demko after he's been playing behind Tristan Jarry is a Band-Aid, too. It's good to have that kind of backup.
Well, I think what's interesting, Liam, is there's clearly a familiarity and a trust there between the coaching staff and management and DeSmith. They know him from Pitt.
Yeah.
And more than that, Demko and DeSmith are part of the same agency and know each other a little bit. I think that helps as well, a trust factor. So here's my bold prediction.
Okay.
1, the Canucks make the playoffs. 2, Thatcher Demko wins the Vezina.
Ooh.
Do you think the Canucks make the playoffs as a top 3 team or a wild card team?
Wild card team.
Okay.
So 4 from the Pacific are at least getting in your opinion, because Edmonton and Vegas, LA
yes,
are all 3.
I have 5.
Calgary?
God, is Calgary your 5th team, Frank? Get out of here.
All right, see you guys.
They are, hey?
So I think so. I'm still waffling a little bit. And the biggest thing, so the next question that I know you're going to ask me is, okay, so if you have 5 teams and Calgary and Van are in, who is out? And I think, emphasis on think, Seattle.
I don't know about the Kraken. I feel like you talked about everything going wrong for Vancouver.
Everything went right.
Everything went right. And then this summer, they didn't get better. Like they're bringing back the same group. So it's like, they're just blindly trusting that everything's going to go right again for a second year.
All these career years are going to happen again.
I doubt it.
And they did that in spite of bad goaltending still?
Yeah. So maybe the goaltending turns around, and that's like the one thing.
This is also a team that won a round and defeated the defending Stanley Cup champions in round 1. Like this is actually a bold prediction saying that the Kraken are out.
I think they're out too, though.
Do you have the Flames in? Let's get some real talk on ONE.
I mean, I think you have to legitimately think the Flames are going to be good. Their team.
Did you just invent a word?
Legitimately?
Legitly? Dude, that's legitness.
It's legitimately.
There's no time for
Hey,
where's Liam's proper English? Proper.
He's like Kevin Malone in that episode of The Office. He's trying to save time, just cutting out big chunks.
Legitimately.
Yeah.
Calgary are a good team.
So, but that turnaround is purely based on vibes, because they got worse over the summer again. Swapping to Foley for Sharon Govich makes them worse.
They didn't get better. That's for sure.
Yeah, sure. They certainly didn't get better.
Okay, fair.
So
just doesn't getting rid of Daryl Sutter make you better?
But that's what I mean. So it's a complete
Did they get better?
Vibes-based turnaround.
Even the lightness of the dressing room with Jacob Peltier joking the other day about his number change, saying how his new number is easier to remember because Sutter famously did that.
Dude, that was unreal.
It's just like stuff like that. It's like the vibes are a bit lighter. Like maybe Huberdeau can find his way because the coach doesn't hate him.
Hat trick in game 1 of the preseason.